At ayun, nagbabalik na po kami guys. Ako nga pala po si Acer. Kasama ko po ngayon si...
Wolf, and we are back for DAC Championship ngayon. IG Vitality versus Newbee. This is again a knockout match. Whoever wins will advance to the loser finals. At kung sino matatalo, goodbye na. But still, that's a top 4 finish. So not too bad for them. And this is, I think we're now into the game. This is IGV versus Newbee again. Loading pa tayo dito pero hindi natin alam. So, shoutout muna kay sa mga nagpapa-shoutout dito lalo na kay Peter Tingson.
Yeah, shoutout nga pala kay kay Old Man eSports.
Old Man eSports kay Carmichael Binene. Shoutout sa iyo. Ayan, at sa iba pa mga nagpapa-shoutout diyan. We are now back. Reski TV. Ngayon, ang IG Vitality versus Newbee sa mga kind of nag-upset dito, and what I'm excited about is si Paparazzi na solo tournament champion kahapon na tinalo niya si Miracle 2-0.
Sa pack battle.
Sa pack battle at sa SF. At hindi lang basta-basta pagkatalo kay Miracle. Medyo durog si Miracle if you think about it. And that's your, alam naman natin si Miracle sa mga highly skilled na players. Pero Paparazzi parang sa mga up and coming na magaling talaga.
Pero sabi natin, hindi yung only ruler natin. Kasi syempre it's a 1v1. It's not really the legit na talaga na competitive scene, but at the same time it's just a nice indicator na siya, he's up there.
Shoutout kay Gemary 7. Before we introduce this, now I'm gonna introduce Newbee, which is now on the Radiant side. We have Faith on that support Venture Spirit, S-Triple naman dito sa kanyang Alchemist. You have Kaka on that Monkey King, U9 or U9 on his Weaver. KP naman dito ang Slardar na offlane.
And of course for Invictus Gaming Vitality, Paparazzi as the Timbersaw, Sakata the Juggernaut in July with the Batrider, Dogfights on the Earth Spirit, and last but not the least, Super will be playing our Support Disruptor.
Pabati daw kay Kuya Dagul. So shoutout sa'yo. I think walang in-game sound direct pero sige. Ang nakikita ko ngayon, nakuha ng Newbee ang kanilang nagpapanalo sa kanila dito against Evil Geniuses, which was the Alchemist. And let's see kung pwede na. Okay na po. So, smoke dito from Newbee again. What I'm trying to say kanina, S-Triple-C with that Alchemist will have a good time, and then meron kang Faith to save him in case of something bad happens. Of course, defensive swaps. And they get the Earth Spirit as well, so that's pretty good.
Holder there by Dogfights, but he actually went into the middle of all of that Newbee roster. Slithering Crush from KP, pero medyo malayo na doon ang Earth Spirit. And at the same time, just a little bit of a hello for this best of 3 knockout match for these two teams. Yun lang.
Shoutout sa'yo, Ayana Budelord. But yeah, yung Earth Spirit kanina, gusto niya gamitin yung Rolling Boulder para putulin yung puno and must-stun sana si Monkey King. But Monkey King dito, with a good heads up, actually lumipat siya ng puno before getting hit by that Rolling Boulder. So very good play coming out of this Monkey King.
Yeah. So, I'm pretty sure this is not para sa akin this is not a out of this world na mid lane matchup. Alchemist versus the Timbersaw. Timbersaw definitely with the reactive armor. Wait, hold that thought. Dogfight's a little bit of weight out of position here, pero si Kaka's taking a huge amount of damage. Although, look at that. Nagkakatsarian sila. Pero there you go. That's gonna be the 1-for-1 trade with the first blood being drawn by Dogfight. So a little bit of a 1-up for Invictus Gaming Vitality. Pero super very low on HP. Pass. Dito ni KP actually connecting and leading him with the fight. Sakata's actually going to be chewing in some trees there to get the catch on. Nice Slithering Crush to be able to sneak away or at least exit out here into the mid lane. Paparazzi and S-Triple-C just gonna, mga Bruce Comendo the Hardy Boys.
The Hardy Boys na nagbabalik nga daw sa WWE, sabi ng mga tropa nating
dami ko nakikita post kay Butters sa kay Manjin
Butters Manjin, even si Boss Marvin Lu napa-status na.
Oo.
Nako. And yeah, 2-1 ang trade-off dun sa top lane. I think na pretty even because of course, Dogfights will get the first blood pero dalawa naman napatay dito. At now, although Thunderstrike, a lot of damage being dealt on KP. Not gonna get a kill on the super, on that support, so really good for them. Now, there's gonna be a Rolling Boulder from Dogfights to get the bounty ring. Perfect. Every bounty ring that you get is always a 1-up, but KP will trade the bounty ring. So supports and the offlaners getting the bounty roots. That's a very nice 1-up for them. Now, let's talk about a little bit dito sa Alchemist versus Timbersaw because right now, Timbersaw is having the lead in terms of last hits. 14-5 ang kanyang CS dito. Samantalang ang Alchemist only 7-1. I assume na kapag lalo pang tumasan levels nitong si Timber, so lalo mahirapan to si Alchemist because ang kanyang acid spray is actually a mixture of physical and magical damage. Although mas more origin dun sa magical damage, but still reduces the armor of Timbersaw. But Timbersaw doesn't really care about his armor. He has the reactive armor lagi, so yung kanyang armor is always stacking talaga.
But then at the same time, at least ang saving grace dito ni S-Triple-C is that he is in the mid lane, he is near a lot of creeps or creep camps that he can actually just, or neutrals, that he can actually just get the stacks on and then acid spray na lang para to, you know, come back a little bit to this deficit na medyo nakukuha sa mid lane.
Yeah, and assume mo kung kukuha siya dito ng Iron Talon, so he can commit to the jungle more than most Alchemists. Well, that's the medyo unfavorable kasi talaga yung matchup niya dito. So, that's still not bad for an Alchemist. If IGV can force him out of the jungle, then that might be the better problem.
Nice
but
static
KP
field
here,
coming in from Vitality here. One more auto attack and KP goes down. The timing invade from Vitality, perfect. Just spotting out that, that a little bit overextended the Slardar.
Yep, they wanted the jungle so badly that they paid the price for it. They're not KP will not find anything in the jungle, so that's a lot of net worth loss on that Slardar, as well as yung kanyang potentially na makukuha.
Yes. Guys, alam namin na minsan nagsisinungaling si Mubot, pero kami hindi kami magsisinungaling sa inyo. Ako po si Azurai, kasama ko po ngayon si
Wolf. Ayun na. Nakasulat dyan sa ating overlay casters for today. Relax lang kayo.
Minsan hindi magkakatiwalaan si Mubot, pero
napapagod din.
Mapagtitiwalaan nyo. Ang hirap
Tagalog.
Tagalog tongue twisters para sa akin.
Yeah. 13-12 ang last hits and the nice to Timber, so a good start for him as well as the Juggernaut here in the top lane. Weaver, not too bad, 25-11, but you would expect him to have more. Kasi itong Batrider, in fact, na offlane ng IG Vitality is actually getting more than the Alchemist has. Well, previously, pero syempre, nanguna ngayon ng Alchemist. Pero the fact na merong 19 last hits ngayon ng isang Batrider, that's quite big for IG Vitality.
Yeah. Still in the mid lane, Paparazzi definitely on a higher note than the Alchemist. But at the same time, not really manifesting pa naman na nalulugi talaga siya sobra sa mid lane. He's still surviving, di pa siya namamatay. So, even though at least may palag pa rin dito ang ating Alchemist, Paparazzi super aggressive even under tower, just dealing the pain with that reactive armor, can just shrug it off and yun lang.
Yep.
Easy
We
harass.
also have 2 points on the Whirling Death though, so that could deal a lot of damage. Standard for Paparazzi. Will actually has the arcane boots, hindi siya mag first pick na Soul Ring dito. And quite meron to naman S-Triple-C makakuha siya ng isang double stack with that Troll Warlord na Troll na leader dito sa camp. So ibig sabihin mas maraming units, and mas maraming units, mas maraming instances of the Grievous Greed, which means na mas maganda siyang makuha para sa isang Alchemist.
Yeah. And at least nice mindset here, or presence of mind coming in from Newbee to at least have this vengeful spirit to accompany itong Alchemist in the jungle. Kasi alam nila na sobrang aggressive and powerful ng early game harass na meron dito IG Vitality. But in July, medyo chase sa ngayon ni U9 at si Kaka. Nice connection onto the boundless strike, but in July is a little bit too far away. So wala na.
They're not gonna force the issue though. So quite decent, but itong problema. They don't have a way to deal with the push coming out from IG Vitality because they only have the Slardar. The Wave of Terror maybe can reduce the armor of the creeps, but generally not the wave clear that you're expecting as a counter push from Newbee. There's gonna be a pause here. Mukhang nag-aaroon lang ng konti problema. Tainlangle. Di ko alam mo mismo niya. Gina daw. Hay, nako.
Yan lang natin yan. So, right now, kaya natin makikita na mag-spike dito ang either Newbee or Vitality.
Ang Newbee dito feeling ko medyo matagal pa. They have the Alchemist. Siguro Blink Dagger on this KP Slardar, but aside from that, they don't have a legit way to start the fight. Unless, of course, meron silang maswap dito. Pero yung IG Vitality, kasi they have the Juggernaut, Timbersaw, Batrider. These 3 heroes alone, yung course ng IG Vitality maganda na in the mid game. Once they get the level 6 and the Blink Dagger up on that bounty, Batrider. And then you still have the Earth Spirit and the Glimpse Static Storm nitong Disruptor. So, in terms of, to answer your question, I think IG Vitality by the 12-minute mark, they're gonna look to take the more objectives dito around the map.
They're starting to get their level 6, so just the Blink Daggers na lang at mag-start na tayong magkaroon dito ng pick-offs for the side of Vitality.
Even without it, kasi meron silang glimpse. But yeah, I think that the best situation for them is to get that Blink Dagger because they can fight well around it. That's the good thing about IG Vitality. And nakuha nila yung signature dito ni Injuly. Alam nyo, yung Batrider, medyo falling out of favor. Actually, I think only IG Vitality nila nakapag-pull off ng Batrider. That's because of Injuly. So much, he's so masterful. Siguro perfect term natin para sa kanya. Kabisado niya kung paano maging isang Batrider. In fact, ngayon, meron siyang mataas na net worth, 2,500. Maganda pa rin.
Yeah, kahit man sobrang out of position na siya, or sabi, offlane siya sa bottom lane. But now top lane, looks like Vitality is gonna be able to get themselves the first tower of the game. It's a huge initial objective here. Lalo na sa Kata pa yung kanilang pinifeed ng gold income na ito.
And now, stack versus stack dito. Injuly can really get the stacks for him. Pwede niya makuha with his Firefly. And then, syempre, Newbee naman, meron silang Alchemist that benefits well din. Out of those jungle stacks na nakuha natin. So ngayon, kung nakita nyo, even though forced out of the lane ito si parang Alchemist natin, meron siya 5,000 net worth to work around. 9 minutes into this game. Not bad for an Alchemist dito.
Paparazzi, sabi ko, tiyatangkin niya na lang yung damage ng mid-tier 1. Sakatas just helping him a little bit here para pasabugin ito. Has to be very careful kasi nandito na ngayon ang Newbee for the response. Boundless trying to connect. No, that's going to be the Blade Fury, but they do stop at least that TP back away or back to base na ginagawa dito sa Kata, denying the tower as well. So that's actually a nice response here coming in from, well, Newbee.
Yeah. I think na IG Vitality was surprised na 9 minutes into this game. Level 6 agad ang isang support na Vengeful Spirit. That goes to show you magandang spacing dito na Newbee around the map, which means that they get more experience on their supports. And that's quite big kasi yung supports dito ng IG Vitality, although they made good rotations, they are lacking in terms of experience. Big sabihin, wala silang level 6 pa right now. Ngayon, ang supports ngayon ng Newbee, at least for the Vengeful Spirit, there was the swap. So, akala nitong si Sakata on his Juggernaut, he can get away with his aggression. Siyempre, makapag-Blade Fury TP out siya. He wasn't prepared for that early swap dito ng Vengeful Spirit.
Yeah. Definitely one of the counters when you're gonna be going up against the Juggernaut. Para lang hindi siya makapag-mamba out ng ganun.
Yep. No mamba out for you. Paparazzi forcing out the S-Triples here, pero with the Burst Berserker, anong tawag dito? Chemical Rage, yan. Doesn't mind that Starler will get gone on. Makakapita sila dito.
Yeah, KP definitely not a good recipient. Or sorry, rather, the perfect recipient here for that Omni Slash. Safe mo na lang pag nag-sprint pa yung Starler, mas lalambot pa siya sa damage output ng Omni Slash.
It's gonna be a movement here in the top lane.
Medyo cheeky. Nahanap na nila kung nasan ngayon ang Earth Spirit. Gonna go in with the lead. Unahin to actually commit as well. And he gets the last hit. So, medyo goods itong ating Weaver. Actually, is this Weaver gonna go for the carry build or support build?
This is the carry. Their carry is the Weavers. Okay. So, magkakaroon ng trade dito ng tower sa Kata getting the... mas mabilis siya makakuha dito. Will they defend the top lane? Looks like they won't be able to.
Yeah, fortifying the structures though, pero aside from just prolonging the inevitable. But teka, mag-TP actually sa top lane ngayon si Paparazzi. This is the big man in the top lane actually gonna be able to defend and maybe even deny. So, medyo maka-cancel out nila yung gusto makuhang gold income dito ng Newbee. Yeah, madedeny pa nila. Wow. Okay, so, kala ko uncontested.
Oo nga eh. So, with the right timing dito ng TP, nakakuha sila ng isang kind of an advantage. Well, good trade na rin kasi nakakuha sila ng tier 1 and they're in the bottom lane in exchange for a deny sa tier 1 tower. So, all in all, good
guess
for
Radiant
Team
fortified their
for Team
structures.
IGV. But Newbie,
Not much good's happening to
they
Radiant's
are
bottom
getting
tower.
space on this Alchemist. Right now, 7,800 in terms of net worth. And there's a smoke rotation here. Will they find in July though? The boundless strike will be there. Primal Spring is there. The slow will be the
to
swap.
connect,
I mean,
as well as the swap. And there you go. There's going to be the Wukong's command para hindi lang makatakas dito si In July.
yeah.
And Newbee, 4 commences and 1, or rather 5 commence into that jungle and they get the 1 kill.
5-4 ang score natin
Yeah.
dito. The
Question lang pala. I mean,
Yeah.
this is not... This is a game question, but then at the same time, just an aesthetic question. Ano ang skin ng ating Alchemist? Kasi mukhang pimp Alchemist to eh.
yeah, that's lahat yan puro mamahalin. Kasi ito, kung makita niyo yung katawan niyan, yung purple, all the purple part of that cosmetic, that's a extremely rare na drop din from a chest. So, mahal yan. Then yung radiance niya na 2 radiance hawak, mahal din yun. And this is a very expensive cosmetic, kumbaga. Pimp nga naman. Yun, siguro yun na yung
Hindi kasi pimp siya, kasi purple na suit, tapos
diba?
diba may top hat pa and ano.
Stuff.
Parang medyo
Tama,
na,
mayaman naman siya at namimigay siya ng item. So, I guess. Yep, that's a very expensive set. I don't have
Do you have an exact
neither of
number?
that.
Para lang malaman ko kung ano yung nami-miss out ko.
Let me look for that. Pero mahal yan.
Medyo maiiyak ako. Pero now, going back a little back into the game, Vitality, even with the 5-4, or rather, having 1 kill deficit against Newbee, are looking to actually have a pretty good grasp of this early game, or early game to mid game na ngayon. I mean, U9 is getting that solo farm to top lane, but then at the same time, mukhang gusto ngayon ng Vitality na makakuha ng objectives, maybe the mid tier 2, though they decide otherwise, wag na lang muna, back off, but they're still staying in the base, or rather jungle dito ng Newbee. So they're still looking for the picks. The connection though, onto Sakata, this could be dangerous. Or sorry, onto the Monkey King.
So, well, that's a static storm committed. Only gonna get the kill the Monkey King.
Are those cracks
Not the
in Dire's top
output IG
tower?
Vitality is aiming for, but still a kill. A kill is a kill. Then again, you have to count na yun naman yung disruptor
Dire's
dito ng
top
ulti,
tower is under
which is
attack.
quite important in terms of cooldown.
Yeah, but I think at the same time, it's alright din. Kasi, I think, maybe aside from the Weaver or S-Triple-C dito, si Kaka gusto nilang mapatay. Kasi, the Wukong's command eh, such a huge team fight ultimate talaga that you can just activate para lang tilt the scales in your favor. Lalo na, that's a huge zoning tool. Maybe it's as good as ano din, the Static Storm. Maybe.
Yeah, at a certain point
They're
in the game.
beating
but
on Dire's top tower.
I think they still, IGV, kailangan siguro nila i-control dito Alchemist. He is quite near the timing of the
Dire's
Radiant.
top
So,
tower is
if
under
you can
attack.
work around that, I mean, just to kill him while his Radiance is still building up, that would set this Alchemist off by a huge margin. Considerable margin, to say the least. But Newbee is doing good job protecting the Alchemist.
They're beating on Dire's top tower.
Yeah, it looked like inaagaw ng Vitality lang yung mga stocks na Alchemist dito para mahirapan siya lang. Pero, Grievel's Greed. Siyempre, kailangan mag-ingat kayo doon. Actually, let's check
Quite the
itemizations lang. 15-minute mark na rin tayo. Let's check out pa F5 lang po, post-deck.
Yun.
Perfect.
Sakata almost done with his Manta style. Mukhang may Manta style na nga siya dito. Nasa courier na kanyang recipe. Blink Dagger now up on in July. So, it's quite good for them now. But though, KP, meron na rin tayo ditong dagger. So, quite good timings. Very critical timings for both teams to use these Blink Daggers. But the Bloodstone's up for Paparazzi. Tingnan natin who's gonna make the first move. I think Newbee, hindi pa sila mamove dito just because wala pang Radiance. I think they want to secure that Radiance. Now they have it, so they might make a move now. But IG Vitality quick with the trigger. They now smoke. They want to, to put pressure, apply pressure.
Sige, mukhang makakuha na dito muna si Fate na they spotted them out. Dashes in, gets the connection, and he will be decimated in the blink of an eye. That's a good pick off here for Vitality. Meron ba sila mahuhuling iba pa? Guess that's gonna be a no for now. Although, yeah, they're gonna be taking this mid tier 2 if they do have the wave to at least support that.
That's considerably a good pick kasi that's a Vengeful Spirit, and Vengeful Spirit is the anti-Bat Rider dito tool ng Newbee. Which means that if they start the fight, getting this Vengeful Spirit quite big on their part. Now, this Monkey King will try to get into the backlines, but he's been spotted.
Wong's Commando activated, but can he get away? Boundless Strike as well. Pero nag-miss siya sa ibang key members ngayon ng Vitality. But it looks like Newbee are in for the fight. They're going in. Sakata trying to do the best that he can with the slashes as well. U9 activating the time-lapse just to get back to full HP.
But the
nice stun coming in from KP though. The follow-up from U9. And Paparazzi medyo, I mean, well, he has a Paparazzi with him. It's gonna be the triple man of Newbee. Makakonect ka sila. It's gonna be the 3-second stun, pero medyo matangki siya ngayon.
Yeah, so 3-4-2 trade there, I think. Because Monkey King will go down eventually in the end, but that's a favorable trade for IG Vital, for Newbee, because they took down Juggernaut, which is one of the most important targets dito for Newbee. They got it, and they even the scoreline 8-8. And now, itong Alchemist is getting bigger and bigger because he landed the kill on that Earth Spirit and many assists on other engagements dun sa nangyaring fight na yun, which means na talagang yayaman na dito ang tropa nating Alchemist. Right now, he's sitting at 12,000 net worth. Quite a mountain to climb for IGV right now.
Yeah.
They failed on ganking this Alchemist and forced on stopping the snowball of the Alchemist. Now they have to go back, I mean IG Vitality now has to go back to drawing board. Make sure na yung kanilang susunod na engagements dito ay mas pabor sa kanila. Kailangan nilang makakuha ng kills dito on that Alchemist or maybe on that Weaver. Because their Static Storm kanina, hindi naman siya perfect. Maybe if they used it more properly, like now,
Paparazzi though, but this is Vitality activating a huge Static Storm coming out from V-Super. Wukong's command as well, but look at this from the backline. U9 as well as SCCC are unleashed. Grabe, humataw ngayon ang ating Alchemist, and that's gonna be 3 kills followed up by Newbee. Si Paparazzi trying to run away, trying to get as much as possible from this shrine. Pero nandito na ang members ng Newbee. The amplify damage just for making this Paparazzi even softer for Newbee to handle. 4 kills already. Then this could be a 5 kamote.
this is the
Not
third
gonna
kill.
be,
They
not gonna
are
be.
looking for in July.
Actually,
no,
4 kills already.
Yeah,
Like, buyback
4.
lang isa eh.
Yeah, I guess so. That's a huge. There's gonna be a glimpse on
SCCC though. Nice.
It will go down.
It's gonna be the comeback. Little bit of a comeback for IG. Medyo nag-overcommit doon ang Newbee. You can see how much damage did the Alchemist did. Siguro from that shot, I'm thinking around 3,800.
4-6 pa lang di. Oh, I mean,
Ayun,
3-4.
3-4.
A lot of damage dealt by Alchemist. So mas lamang in terms of makukuha goal ang IG Vitality just because of the rubber band mechanic that we have na if you take down a bigger net worth hero, you're gonna get more out of that engagement. That's the Alchemist that they took down, so they earn a lot of money from that. But I think that generally, Newbee is still happy with that trade. Because ito namang Alchemist, okay lang naman din na mamatay siya after dealing that much damage, after giving that much help dun sa kanyang team. And they get a lot of experience as well. So
Yeah, definitely.
overall, not too bad.
Every little thing counts,
Dyer's
and
middle
Newbee is
tower
starting
is
to
under attack.
spiral a little bit out of control. Yung terminology niya pala dun sa, like, at least pag nagkaroon ng streak ng isang kalaban and then you get that, just the comeback mechanic is called rubber banding.
Term lang, this is describe rubber band mechanic.
Rubber band, I see.
Pero
Kasi,
wala naman siya proper term eh.
sa akin kasi, pag sa, from CSGO, like yung kunyari nagkaroon kayo ng consecutive rounds na natatalo kayo and then you get gold from that, parang blue shell effect ang tawag namin.
Oh. Okay.
Yun lang. That's the small things na gusto kong pag-usapan. Siyempre, gusto ko makipag-small talk sa'yo.
Oh, ay, baka alam ba ni Rico yan? Pero okay lang yan din. And yeah, sa mga nagtataka kung ano yung sinasabi ko rubber band mechanic. Siyempre, alam niyo di ba pag rubber band, pag mas malakas yung hatak nyo, mas masakit pag tumama. Ganun kasi yung nangyayari. If, for example, nakapatay kayo ng isang napakataas sa net worth at yung net worth mo mababa, let's say, isang Crystal Maiden pumatay ng isang Alchemist for whatever reason. Siyempre, Alchemist mayaman. Crystal Maiden, mahirap siya. Yung amount of the gold that Crystal Maiden can get out of the kill of that Alchemist is really, really big. Compared naman, kapag yung Alchemist napatay niya yung isang
Wait, teka lang muna. Si Injolay medyo nakahanap ata dito ng unggoy sa kawalan. At ayun, pinasabog siya ngayon ng Vitality.
Grabe.
Easy pick-off. Easy Bugatti.
I'm wondering kasi parang wala namang ward dito yung IG Vitality. I think that's purely game sense coming out of in July because parang meron siyang pinpoint location kung nasan yung unggoy.
Well,
yung mga kicking, grabe.
If you think about it na naman, sobrang daming trees siyempre sa map. Oh, teka lang muna. Sige, papasok ngayon ang ating in July.
Yeah, they will get the Vengeful Spirit kinetic field as well. The Blade Fury is there, the silence, and there's no escape for this Vengeful Spirit. That's two quick kills. Initiated by this in July Batrider. Back-to-back, well played from our Batrider dito.
Yeah. So yun, back to sabi ko na lang. Isipin mo na lang na there is a lot of trees around the map here, di ba?
Yeah.
But then at the same time, ano yung pinaka-optimal? Saka siguro yung
I guess.
common places kung saan pwedeng mag-stack up itong Monkey King. There are a couple naman, so you can try them out. And it looks like in July was right on the guess on that one and got the pick-off.
Also, both game sense and luck, I guess. Pero,
Syempre.
yeah, to
Siyempre,
30-12.
pag ano ka, 'di ba? Pumupusta ka sa casino. Hindi lang 'yan total luck eh. Kasi kung total luck 'yan, medyo nako. Baka walang mabalik sa iyo. But if you like have a good amount of game sense, kahit man hindi ka nandadaya, it can still work for you. And that does happen.
This might be a Roshan that IG Vitality will miss. In fact, it will be. With the acid spray, the swarm, the minus armor from the Weaver, and then of course corrosive haze from that starter. The Roshan went down very quickly. Isang kwento pa lang namin ni Azuray na patumba na agad ng Newbee to. And that's a big objective takedown for Newbee. Although they might lose this tier 2 tower, the bottom lane.
Yeah, but I think that is an objective. Newbee are okay with losing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think they should make something happen a little bit more here. They do have the Roshan, Aegis Immortal, so medyo may kaya na sila.
There's gonna be a movement here by IG Vitality here in the mid lane. They are not gonna find anyone here because Newbee is spread well around the map. Unfortunately for them. So walang Monkey King na masusunugan dito. The thing with Monkey King kasi mga tropa, sa mga hindi pa masyadong nakakilala sa kanya, kapag naputol yung puno na tinatayuan niya, instant 4 second stun yun. That's why Batrider is also picked against the Monkey King because if you land the Firefly onto that tree kung nasan si Monkey King, instant 4 second stun yun.
Yeah. Saka kung bakit in hard counter in a way si Timbersaw eh. Kasi you can just take out.
Basically,
yeah, kaya nga eh. Siyempre, kung ikaw nakaano sa puno, unggoyan ka doon, tapos biglang may troso na umano sa'yo, diba? Yung talagang counter talaga.
Counter talaga. Pinutol na yung puno na tinatambay.
Kaya tayo may War of the Planet of the Apes eh.
Mukhang palabas lang ako. The remake. Alam niyo ba na si Gollum, yung actor ni Gollum, yun din yung isang actor ni Caesar. Ano dati? Andy Serkis.
Paano kaya pag ginamit nila yung unggoy sa Lord of the Rings, My Precious. Biglang ganun siya. Nung kaya isipin ni Frodo doon, kaysa sa maawa ba siya or ano?
Naging unggoy si Gollum. Anyway, ang score pa natin is 13-12. Still anybody's game. Hindi naman nakalamang dito Newbee. Hindi rin naman ganun ka-devastating ang nagagawa ng IG Vitality dito. It's gonna be a clash, so it seems. But Newbee will just back down.
Paparazzi though, looking to lead the fight. Mag-isa lang siya ngayon.
Uy.
Sige, ayan. Okay lang. Okay, sige. Noted po.
Malapit na. Nako!
Static Storm onto the Weaver actually being caught out. Can he actually time-lapse? Yes, he will. Naku po, this is actually disaster coming in on the Vitality. They commit so much into the Weaver and now here comes the re-engage from Newbee as C with the BKB. He goes in. Radiance doing its work. He does get the pull in from in July, but I think it's a little bit too late here in July. Very low in HP. Sakata as well as Dogfights has to back away.
Primal Spring will not catch anyone.
But still, damage done.
Damage done indeed. Hindi pa nila na-pop yung Aegis doon after that fight. And Newbee will
Dire's
only
middle
lose
tower
two
just went down.
support in an off lane in
Dire's
exchange
middle
for an
tower
off lane,
isn't
a
going to
mid
last
laner,
long.
and a support from IG Vitality. Overall, a good trade from Newbee. They will get the tier 1 tower on top of it also.
Someone better
Sulit na
help
sulit
Dire's
ang
middle tower.
investment dito ng Newbee.
Actually, my bad pala. Si Unain pala yung merong
May
Aegis of Immortal, yeah. That was my bad. I thought it was SCCC na binigyan nila eh. But then at the same time, grabe. Was it at the very max range nung Static Storm kaya nakapag siya time-lapse?
I guess so.
Or tumagal siya sobra doon na natapos yung duration tapos pwede niya activate.
I think that's it. I have to confirm though. Pero feeling ko yun na yung nangyari. Kasi mukhang perfect naman yung kinetic field of the Static Storm. Or maybe it's just way out of... sakto lang nung patapos na yung Static Storm. Maybe that is. Pero yung Lincoln Sphere helping him there kasi bonus stats coming out from that item and a little bit of regen. Static Storm is just level 1 lang naman. So, hindi ganun kalakas din yung damage na deal ng Static Storm.
I guess so. And at the same time, was the Juggernaut actually helping in that pick off game?
It was quite late though.
Yeah, so I think hindi siya I think if it was a little bit earlier, maybe it could have tilted a little bit more for IG.
Because the Omnislash was way too late. I mean, kung na-solo sana niya ng Weaver ng Omnislash, sure kill yun. But unfortunately for him, nag-share na lang dito ang heroes ng Newbee. Kaya wala na masyadong pakialam mga Newbee dito.
Again, yan ang gusto natin malaman ngayon eh. Kasi depende sa comp mo yan kung paano magagamitan ng isang Omnislash. It's either to get the pick off or yung other option is to bawasan lahat ng kalaban mo. At the same time, I think yung hinahanap ng Vitality is for the pick-off, it didn't work for them. So, they have to pay a little bit of the price, but now maybe they have an idea kung ano yung kailangan nilang gawin ngayon.
They're gonna find in July though, the concoction will connect. Boundless try to follow.
Hindi na siya makakahinga pa dito or magigising man sa coma na ginawa sa kanya ng Newbee. Just the connection of crowd controls too much for in July to handle.
Yep.
SCCC, the man with the plan.
The man with the plan indeed. Octarine Core, BKB, very big alchemist dito. In fact, almost doubling the net worth. Hindi naman ganun. Siguro 75% more na net worth dito ng Timbersaw.
Yeah.
Ang ating tropang alchemist.
So again guys, nagtatanong kayo kung sino kami. Nakita nyo lang yung pangalan namin sa bottom right side ng inyong monitor ngayon. Ako nga pala po si Azurai, one hell of a beast. Kasama ko po si...
Wolf, the other beast.
Yan na nga.
The Beast Boys. Kami na Beast Boys. Pero dito, SCCC looking for the kill, but the Lotus Orb will be activated. The
one hell of a beast ako, si SCCC ang the real beast. Look at this guy do the work. Short kill there for the side of Newbee. Monster kill streak na po ngayon si Unai. He did get the last hit, but at the same time, SCCC to start it all off for Newbee right here. And slowly but surely, it is starting to fall all out of the hands of Vitality to actually maybe amount a comeback.
You're almost
It's not looking too good.
Yes, I mean, IG Vitality sila nang una, but I think the damage they done to the base of Newbee wasn't enough. More importantly, hindi nila na-pressure at all yung Alchemist. Well, sige, fine. Na-pressure ng Timbersaw palabas dun sa lane yung Alchemist during the mid lane, during the laning phase. Ang problema nga lang, nung nag-jungle na itong tropa nating si SCCC, hindi na nagkaroon ng pressure from the IG Vitality squad, which meant that essentially, even though mas mabagal, merong free farm itong Alchemist. And right now, nakikita nyo, early pick up on that BKB for this Alchemist proved to be good kasi hindi na siya nakakontra dito ng Timbersaw. Well, there's also no damage from the Batrider Firefly and the Disruptor ulti. So, all in all, itong Alchemist sobrang lakas na. Ito na yung talagang problema ngayon ng IG Vitality.
Yeah. Medyo nag-falter na ang comp nila ngayon. They have a lot of pick-off, a lot of AoE potential. The problem is, they don't have the damage to back this up right now against Newbee.
Yep. And conversely naman dito, sa Newbee, a lot of damage, but they will get the kill on their Spirit Walker's command is committed in July.
I think that's about it. A lot of damage, period. That's what Newbee is gonna be good about or happy to do. Yep. KP not going to be able to get away from the clutches of that static field, but I think that's all right for them. The 1-for-1 in terms of the supports.
Well, that's support for offlane, so...
Sorry, support for offlane.
Yeah. Pero okay lang yan.
Not too bad.
Not too bad.
Pero si U9 ngayon, he does have the Lincoln Spear as well as Diffusal Blade, so he's in a very good spot.
Very good spot need. At tataas ang level niya dito. 31 minutes into this game. 10,000 on net worth advantage dito ng Newbee.
Yeah, 221.
Yeah, thanks for shoutout nga pala sa idol ko. Idol ko si Manang Lispo. Idol ko yan.
Dire's bottom tower
Yung
is
colored.
being chipped
Yung
away.
colored. Basher na dito ang Juggernaut.
It looks like
Something
Dire fortified their
to
structures.
lock down maybe
Dire's
this
bottom
Alchemist,
tower
but
needs
more
some
importantly, this Weaver. They're gonna catch the Disruptor, but the Glimmer Cape will secure his retreat. So sabi dito ng Newbee, since hindi natin matulak tong babae, let's just farm. And they are, they're much better in terms of farming.
Lakas daw ng Alken ni Jules.
Naku, Jules pa rin. Diyos ko naman. Sinong nanalo sa IG versus OG? OG po, 2-1. In a very hard-fought series. No? Parang Asoray.
Oo, grabe. Yung
Matindi rin.
last game talaga, sobrang tagal ng matchup
Yep.
na yun.
53 minutes.
We'll take
Yata. 53. Tapos sa 50 plus. Aghanim Scepter na dito. Ang Batrider, interesting choice. So, pwede siyang gumawa dito ng tinatawag natin na Firefly Train kung saan malalason niya ang dalawang heroes. At mukhang magkakaroon ng smoke dito ang Newbee anytime soon. Maybe pagdating ng courier, yan na nga. It's gonna be a smoke. Shadow Blades now up for this Monkey King. Si Wukong. Sun Wukong. So, tawag dito, nag-scan yung Dire but not gonna catch anyone. Do they know na merong tatlong hero dito? Let's see. Kasi it's gonna be a smoke. Maybe attempt for a Roshan. But
in July, I think they can see the fires from that Firefly. So
Yeah,
medyo
definitely.
mag-ingat sila kasi Newbee is still out of the sight of Vitality here. They actually just go in and creep up.
Yeah,
Sino
this
kayo mahuhuli nila? Sakata being found out, but a beautiful timing on that Blade Fury. Here comes a whole lot of ultimates coming in from the both sides. But U9 is just doing all the work. He is having a field day right about now, ladies and gentlemen. And look at that, he's charging in for the fight. But here is SCCC, the real beast, going in. Oh, singhataw lang, and he makes quick work of them. Sakata for at least maybe the hero.
oh, but the triple
Slash
stun
here.
and double stun dito.
Kulang pa rin yun.
Kulang pa rin.
Damage of Newbee is just too much, and their tankiness as well, not being able to be broken through by Vitality here. Look at that snipe coming in from Newbee. Paparazzi, I mean, yeah, he does have the reactive armor, pero makakapag-react ba siya sa sobrang dami ng bombardment na ginagawa ngayon sa kanya ng Newbee? I guess not, and it's going to be Newbee with almost the 5 kamote.
Yeah, I mean, even if you have the reactive armor, if you're going up against the acid spray, the corrosive phase, the swarm, parang wala ka rin reactive armor dito because of the amount of minus armor coming out of the Newbee squad. And
Reactive armor, back to 0, tapos end some.
End some. Tama ka naman. And they will take the Roshan quickly. Napajoke lang kami dito. Ganun kabilis nila patayin ng Roshan dito with their skill set. And now IGV, they have to address this issue because their damage output is now lacking as well as their sustain. Parang hindi na nila ma-survive yung onslaught dito ng Newbee even with their heroes. And the problem was Disruptor was taken down first, and if yung Disruptor talaga nauna, there's no counter initiation from IGB na potential because they don't have the static storm to kind of turn the things around.
They use it very early on, and at the same time, medyo may pagka-awkward yung ni Sakata doon. He tried to go for the re-engage na Omni Slash pero parang, yeah, he got the 1 kill. At the same time, that was like the squishiest and, the non-important target to actually kill. I think that was si KP Napatay niya ata.
Yeah, maybe, but yeah,
I think it was KP kasi naka-sprint siya nun, so he got more damage on him from the Omni Slash.
And the crits as well. Let's see, I think that Newbee should look to get the close out of this game anytime soon because they have the Aegis on the Weaver. Also have a lot of items now up on the Alchemist, so I don't think that they're scared enough. Maybe they'll wait for the Assault Kiras here, which will come in maybe 300 more gold. Pabilis na sa 3,400 na lang kailangan niya. And meanwhile, dito sa bot lane mo, magpupush dito si U9, backed up by many heroes around him. So, uncontested by IGV. And now, S-Triple-C has the access to the Assault Cuirass if he wishes so. Kung gusto niya kumuha na dito. Pero mukhang mag-skip si Timber sa datin para mapigilan lalo ang push ng Newbee. At this is what I like from S-Triple-C. Siyempre, walang pera yung mga tropa niya support. Ang ginawa niya, bumili siyang wards. Just because he can.
Yeah, pero at the same time, I mean, these wards are just here to finalize everything for Newbee.
Radiant's top tower is
Vitality,
under
what
attack.
can they really do? This is so difficult for them to mount a comeback. I mean, maybe, well, Sakata, he's 20k right now. So at the same time, he doesn't have a real target to be able to shred with this Omni Slash. I don't know, I think if he goes against, well, si Weaver dito or si Alchemist, all they can do is Chemical Rage will be able to heal back up. I feel like it.
Yeah.
And then, yung time-lapse na lang to counter out yung damage output na meron man itong Omni Slash.
So I think that Vitality needs to work around yung Disruptor ulti nila para ma-silence yung si Weaver. And then get a kill from there as okay. Quite a bit of engagement there. Nagka-psycho 1 lang both teams. So there's gonna be a movement here in the mid lane. Looks like the Newbee heroes are commencing here. They want to take down a tier
Someone better help
2
Dyer's
tower
middle
here in the
tower.
mid lane. Magde-defend kaya nga yung Vitality.
I don't think so. They don't have
Dyer's middle tower
any
is
say at all in the
fallen.
matter. Masyadong behind ngayon ang Vitality to actually do anything well right about now. S-Triple-C is actually on a warpath here into the mid lane. He's gonna be starting to knock it off. Sino nag-push sa kanya papasok doon? Kasi Super right now is taking a huge bit of damage. Isang hampas lang. And 3/4 ng buhay niya. Poof!
Dyer has
Gone
no
like
fight
Coco
this
Crunch.
They have been forced out here. The glimpse back though.
Nabalik
Standard
na
Storm on top.
S-Triple-C.
Pero uy.
He does have the BKB as well as, of course, another Chemical Rage to work with. That's a huge Wukong's command to actually keep the fight in favor of Newbee. But at the same time, Newbee's not going to be dealing under the pressure of the tower here for Vitality. Chemical Rage going to give some much-needed regeneration for S-Triple-C. And walang masyadong nangyaring bloody massacre doon. But at the same time, madami nagamit na ultimates.
Well, nagamit yung time-lapse dito on the Alchemist with Aghanim Scepter
That was a
lasso.
huge slithering crush coming out from KP. They do get the lasso in on S-Triple-C, but there you go. That's gonna be the Venge out, swapping his teammate to safety, and out of position ngayon. Unai doing the work. Look at this guy. Free hitting, free range, and that should be the barracks in the mid lane.
Actually, hindi yun SOP eh. Ang ginamit yung Aghanim Scepter dito na meron si Unai.
Time-lapse.
Time-lapse.
Okay.
That's why
Kala ko
yun talaga
swap.
yung nangyari dito.
Not
So
much
now,
damage happening to
There's a
Radiant's
buyback
top
committed
tower.
on Vitality. There's a glimpse. Tingnan natin who will land on.
The stun
Not
onto
enough though.
S-Triple-C.
In July will go down.
My goodness.
Boundless
Unai
strike.
is
GG
just
gold.
on a huge killing spree.
Grabe.
Enjoy this win as Newbee will get our first game in this best of 3.
Wow. I mean, grabe Azuray. Mukhang close siya. Parang 5 minutes before. Parang mga 30 minutes into this game. Then after that, it's just that Newbee took down the game systematically and they didn't give any room anymore for IG Vitality after they get the items on that Alchemist.
Yeah. Grabe na lang pinakita doon ng Newbee.
Grabe
Invictus Gaming Vitality, what could they actually have done para, you know, to set the pace of the game? Kasi,
Yep.
I mean, they only had Sakata maybe to fall back on into the late game.
Well, yung condition nila is dun sa around that 15-minute to 25-minute mark, you should look to at least engage against the Alchemist. Ang ginagawa kasi na Alchemist around that period of time is, wala pa kasi siyang ano nun eh. Usually, armlet pa lang. So, maybe if you can gank him there, and every minute that you stop, yung kanyang Radiant's timing is gonna give you more minutes heading to the late game. Of course, more farm on your course kasi generally, laging mayaman ng Alchemist so makakakuha ka ng maraming gold pa rin. So, yun yung nag-lack sila. Kasi they focus on getting the towers, which is good in some games, but against an Alchemist, you need to dominate the jungle. You need to conquer yung jungle ng kalaban and to stop him from farming.
Yeah, so being proactive and keep this Alchemist in check.
Yep.
Medyo kinulong doon ang Vitality. So, yeah, that's about it. Game 1 tayo ngayon, going into the hands of Newbee. So we'll see if Game 2 can they close this out and get that 2-0.
Yep.
We'll just have to see, guys.
Yeah, this is again Mineski TV signing off. We will be back after a short break.
Signing off.